So, to do more analysis on this and get some perspective, I have Adriano Del Monte. He's a European football journalist and he's joining us from Milan. Thank you very much for your time, Adriano.
Thank you for having me.
You've been busy today on Twitter following every bit of discussion, but I have one question for you. Cricket, rugby, and other sports, baseball, have super leagues, and it's working for them because it's bringing a lot of money and fans are happy. Why is football pushing back so strongly?
It's a great question and a very complex one in that. Look, the European Super League that has been unveiled is nothing new. There has been speculation about this breakaway competition for many, many years now. And I guess it's the sudden urgency with how quickly this has happened that has taken many by surprise. But you are right in highlighting it has been successfully implemented to some degree across those other sports as well. I guess the main difference with football is its global reach. Football, a sport that is played and consumed by every country, everywhere, right around the world. And the systems that are in place at this point in time that, well, as consumers, we feel have been so successful for so long. It's just such a great shame that it has been challenged and overthrown without any form of discussion. Again, it's the fact that this has happened so quickly that it has caught everyone off guard and now leaves us in this very uncertain position going forward where, well, what's next? What does happen to these big clubs that we saw in the package there who have invested a lot of money into the growth of their respective clubs at any level? So these uncertain times have certainly caught people off guard, and it is scary, the future of football as we know it today.
Yeah. The fans are probably the most important stakeholders, even though the fans right now feel like the least important stakeholders. Where you are in Milan right now, what's the reaction like among people who feel like fans have become the last thing when the business people are talking?
It's a great feeling of sadness here, I can tell you. Italy, obviously, very, very passionate when it comes to football. And well, the three teams who are a part of the 12 breakaway are Juventus, Milan and Inter, both teams from this city, of course. And look, obviously, they are the big three clubs in Italy. Combined, they've won almost 70 Italian championships. So a lot of dominance with those clubs. Obviously, a lot of the television money that does come into this country is thanks to them. But again, well, a great level of sadness because, well, these clubs are only as good as what's around them. And they've been able to, over the years, bring in excellent players from some of the lower clubs in Italy. Yeah. They've been able to create historic moments alongside these wonderful clubs. And it's not only clubs in the top flights, in the Premier League, in the Serie A, in La Liga, but also when you go down the food chain into the second, third and fourth divisions of these competitions, they all rely on this structure in order to believe, to dream, to strive for something. And the moment you take Juventus, Milan and Inter out of Italy's Serie A, it devalues that competition, which in a very difficult time with the COVID pandemic makes it all the more tough for how these clubs are supposed to survive.
Nice one. So finally, we just have about a minute to wrap up. What does your gut feeling tell you? You've covered UEFA and whatever range of competitions. Do you have the feeling that this time they are going to do it? They're going to break away?
All I'll say is this: the difference with this time, in the past there have been empty threats. The difference with this time is that the leaders at these respective clubs, Agnelli at Juventus, the owners of the English clubs, Perez at Real Madrid, they've broken away from UEFA. They've quit their positions at the European Club Association. And that for me means this is only heading in one direction, unfortunately, which is not the way that any of us want to see.
Anyway, I'm not sure about everybody watching, but definitely it had some fans. Thank you very much, Adriano. It's always a pleasure to have you.